Good morning, folks. The sun popped a little CME in Earth's direction this morning. We're going to check out how big the sun can flare given the scare we took this past week, and find both Enlil spirals deficient for the kill shot released away from Earth 2 days ago. Now, most of the last 24 hours was quiet, just watching the northern coronal hole. Let's quickly note that the radiation storm is slowly creeping back down. We are still in it this morning. And now let's come back to the sun for the last hours of this morning. Do you see the pop? A small C-class solar flare erupted from the lone sunspot incoming on the northern hemisphere. The CME is not going to be large or scary, but the breadth of the coronal shockwave indicates that we do likely have a small CME due at Earth later in the week. SOHO coronagraph images still not updated. This is also the time we expect the impact from intensified coronal hole streams in the solar wind, so perhaps a low-level geomagnetic storm watch is in order. And don't forget the alert for seismicity is high now and continues until that stream arrives. So yesterday we showed NASA's Enlil spiral for the huge CME released one tick over the limb, thankfully not coming at Earth. I tilted it to show how from Earth's perspective their model shows the CME releasing only to the right, ahead of Earth's orbit. Well, on satellites, it is blatantly obvious that we've got a halo eruption. Lots of ejecta heading left, although with the sunspot over the limb, I imagine that's behind the sun, not in Earth's direction. And yesterday, NOAA updated their Enlil spiral as well. I'd have bet the bank they were taking extra hours to do better than NASA did, but alas, same exact CME trajectory that takes no account of what we can see with our eyes. Now, you want to talk about timing. These are big names in space weather, especially the first one. Creating a model for better CME analysis and tracking, and guess what? They want to use the white light from CME images in the coronagraphs so we don't ignore something we easily see with our own eyes. Like I said, perfect timing on that paper. And now the big question, how big can the sun go? A paper detailing the 100 and 1,000 year events pegs them around X40 and X100. The Carrington event would have been X40 or so, and the Charlemagne event in the 700s would have been our X100. Now the question remains, was this our 100-year event 2 days ago released over the limb and away from Earth? The answers are possibly and no. There is no doubt that the flare out of sight was at least X10, but how large was it? X40? It could have been, but it was not coming at Earth, and this paper is describing what actually hits us. We get one hitting us every 100 years, and the Carrington event was 150 years ago. By the way, all DST measurements in the bottom row are total loss scenarios for electric life. We'd be back in the Stone Age. White light coronagraphs, space weather effects on Earth, space weather and your health, the future of the planet, and subtopics like GMOs and glyphosate. Pre-registration ends in just 4 days. See you in the desert. Website members at suspiciousobservers.org have a new deeper look episode on electrospray. Boy, that is a fun topic. We've got your wind maps, null school water run, and shots of our star to close. We greatly appreciate your support, and we'll do this all again tomorrow, right here. But right now, it's 5:30 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.